Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 commentary. I am 404, and it looks like we have a map between HuK and SJOW here on Blistering Sands. I've casted games with both these players before. You should know about each of these players. HuK being a very top tier Protoss player, I think #1 in the world according to the Blizzard points in Diamond League. SJOW is up there pretty far too. I'm not sure exactly where, but top 100 for sure. We are going to have a best of 5 series between these two players. Right now, it looks like they're just talking it up about going to the MLG Raleigh event in DC, which is very soon. Let's pull up the production tab and see what's going on. We do want to note one thing. I am casting this with a new microphone. My old microphone just really wasn't that good of quality, so I did pick up a slightly better microphone, so I hope this will improve the sound. Maybe not maybe so I don't sound like so drudgy or so dull. It should brighten it up just a little bit. We do have a Rex coming in for SJOW. Fairly normal time. Standard stuff with this probe from HuK being very annoying with it. As we were talking about that, we do have a gateway warping in by HuK. Doesn't look like he's going to go for any type of proxy gateway or even narrow this choke any or what have you. It's just going to be right here real tight next to his nexus so he can defend his workers if it need be. Looks like we are going to have a power line coming down over here behind these bushes. Let's see if there is going to be any early pressure on these rocks to break the back door of the Protoss player. HuK over here harassing these workers. Wow, gets a kill off on one of the workers on gas. So wow, very nicely done on that. Yeah, one kill on that probe just as a Marine is about to pop, but too little, too late for that Marine. Looks like this probe either might go get one of these watchtowers or head back to its base and mine a little bit. Wow, double gas coming down for HuK fairly early. I have noticed a lot of the times if Protoss players aren't trying to tech, they won't need that second gas as fast, maybe somewhere around 23 or 24, but it does indeed look like HuK is going to get it and immediately put 3 guys on that gas geyser, or Vespene geyser. If we do look at the income tab, HuK is like keeping it real with his probe count, chrono boosting the heck out of them. 5-6 over his opponent SJOW, the Terran player, as the Terran player does not have the chrono boost ability that Protoss players do. Looks like we have another barracks coming in for SJOW, as well as a tech lab on this. What's coming out of it? Looks like we have Reapers, so kind of late Reapers. HuK should have a Stalker if he doesn't already have one. Oh, looks like he already has one on the way to the base of SJOW as this Marine runs this probe off of the watchtower. Marine and Stalker combo gonna go up here and get the kill though on that Marine. Probe's gonna reactivate that zone like a watchtower, and it looks like the Stalker might just pull back a little bit. As this Reaper is out, and the Reaper says, you know what, I'm gonna try and get payback. You pesky probe. Probe with 1 kill and 1 assist if they kept track of that. But yep, Reaper's gonna die. One more shot maybe. Oh yeah, very close, just in the nick of time. So look at that, HuK already ahead with 2 kills on this Stalker, 1 Marine and 1 Reaper, and this little probe here actually has 1 kill itself. Pulling back up the production tab, let's see. Looks like we do have a factory coming down for SJOW. Marines and Marauders, as well as Stim Pack. Very hard ball to stop in numbers if SJOW does decide to go for a starport after this factory. That's, I assume he will. Back over here at HuK's base, it looks like just 2 gate with a robo bay. Kind of a hidden robo bay. If the scan does go down somewhere over here, SJOW will not see this robo bay. And this patch that I just downloaded, this is on September 28th. This patch I just downloaded said that it was going to get rid of all the lagginess in the replays, but it just kind of hit a spike there, which I do admit has been better than the previous replays. but it did lag down just a little bit right there. But Infernal Pre-Igniter on Hellion, so I was a little bit wrong. Doesn't look like we have a starport quite yet, but we are going to rather have Hellions with the Infernal Pre-Igniter. Yeah, indeed, a tech lab on there. That is the only way you can get that upgrade. So, Marines and Marauders pushing out for SJW. The Stalker is like, get me out of here. I will die. But very nice from HuK over here. Knows of his opponents, going with the standard. Not so standard. He does have Hellions, but lots of Marines and Marauders. Makes the answer to that, which is that early Immortal, followed by here it is, way back here. Here, rather, the Robotic Support Bay, going to be able to make quick work of Marines and Marauders if he can get them out in time. Especially with that extended thermal lens upgrade, but it does look like the Army of SJW is going to tear down this back wall of HuK. But HuK, being a very good HuK player he is, has this scouting observer here, knows exactly what's going on, as well as his pylon. There's enough sentries there to delay this for quite some time, not too long, but these two Hellions might try to push up into the main in some kind of two-pronged attack, which would be very hard for HuK to defend, as there's not really anything over here on this side. Another pylon warping in the front. Combat shields coming down for SJW as well as the but it looks like we're going to have some here. Tries to force field some of these units from running away, but able to take down a couple of these zealots. Lots of low hit point Marines, lots of low hit point Marauders. But it does look like HuK pulls back as SJW pulls back, does the same. Doesn't want to re-engage maybe with some reinforcements, but HuK does have this observer here. He should know exactly where SJW's units are, but I did miss this over here. It looks like we did have a confrontation with these Hellions here. That one that just went down had 6 kills, and that one had 5 kills, so lots of harvesters lost there in that exchange. If we look at the income tab, it should reflect, and yes, it does. HuK is 7 workers behind his opponent SJW, so I did call a two-pronged attack. I did unfortunately miss it, but you kind of get the gist of what went on there. HuK had to pull back to defend his workers. SJW pulled back too. I don't know why he didn't go ahead and send in all of his units to get that very tight choke on the two-pronged attack, because there now is a Colossus out for HuK making his way over to SJW's base. HuK though catching right back up in workers. Looks like he might be chrono boosting them out, as we have another Colossus on the way as well as gateway units. Medevac's now on the way for SJW as the Marines and Marauders do stem. Going to try to focus down and take out this Colossus, as this Colossus will just do tons and tons of damage if it stays unchecked, but no, it does go down. It's Immortal though, however, and these Stalkers should be able to clean up these Hellions pretty quick, but no, they do run faster than the gateway units and Immortal from HuK. Going into the base now of HuK, does have 2 Stalkers here. Might be able to take out these Hellions. One does indeed go down. Not before it can. 2 might get a couple kills. Yeah, 8 kills on this one. It goes down. 2 kills on that one, and it does go down. So HuK does have another Colossus out. Very interesting though over here. There is no reactor on this starport, and there are no Vikings. Rather just a bunch of Marines or Marauders rather being trained up from these 2 Raxes, as well as more Hellions. So very strange, as SJW should know that, well, he obviously does know that there are Colossi on the field. These Hellions, though, somehow slipped by. Oh, very nice. So SJW dropped them off in a dropship onto this low ground because he knew his opponent would be pressuring the front. So these 4 Hellions might get in here and do a ton of damage, because there's nothing here to stop them. HuK tries to warp into 2 Stalkers as he runs his probes away. So, wow, look at this. In between these couple of Hellions here, looks like 2 kills on that one, 3 kills on that one. This one, I think 5 kills on that one, and the other one did go down. So looking back at the income tab, 17 over 33. This harassment from SJW has just put HuK's economy to a standstill as HuK tries to chrono boost out more workers. Very, very good play by SJW to sneak those Hellions down there. Looks like a couple of more Hellions. Going to do a little bit of scouting information before they go and try to attack yet again and kill some more of those workers. A very large clump of Stalkers and a lone Colossus, as well as 2 Immortals, 3 Zealots, and a Sentry over here for HuK at his back door. Yep, these Hellions do try to push in, and they get absolutely nowhere, as 2 more Hellions are going to activate the Selnaga Watchtower and maybe try to make a similar push over here to the front, which they will also be denied. no Vikings still for SJW. No expansion either, which is really strange. I think HuK geared up to take one just a little bit ago, but realized that would be just a horrible idea, as he barely has enough workers to support his main base. Looking at the production tab, HuK's getting a very interesting to get a Stargate. Maybe to pick up, maybe some Phoenixes to pick up some of those Hellions that are just being so annoying, or maybe some Phoenixes to pick off the medevacs of the Marine Marauder ball of SJW. Hellions up here on the high ground do get taken down by Stalkers, as a ton of Marines and Marauders stem, mainly Marauders stem. I'm going to be able to take out one of those Stalkers, but 2 do escape with their life. HuK should pull back, regroup, and realize this attack from SJW is going to be very, very soon, as HuK has that observer. SJW actually looks like he got a reactor down on that starport. Has a couple of Vikings, more than a couple, actually 3. So this should be a fairly even battle if I can find the army of HuK. Yeah, army of HuK is right here. Looks like he does indeed have Void Ray on the way. I was going to say it might be too little too late, but the army of SJW does indeed pull back for whatever reason. It doesn't look like there's any type of harassment over here, but SJW is pretty much just out of minerals completely. Those mules just mine minerals so fast. But the orbital command for SJW is on the way. A nice observer right here knows exactly where the army of SJW is. And I do not think... Oh, yep. SJW does have Marines at each of these. They'll not go watch Showers Hellion at this one, actually. And should know this attack from HuK is on the way, indeed. Extended Thermal Lance was upgraded and is complete. These supply depots are just going to be melted away, as nope, HuK decides, oh, 1 was enough, I'm going to pull back. Wait for my reinforcement, or wait for my Void Ray. Going to come over here. He knows there are no defenses over here because of this observer that is probably scouted over there. Going to try to get some work done, but these Vikings are just going to just decimate this Void Ray, as the Void Ray was not the right unit to make in this instance. But HuK was kind of playing in the dark. I do not think he saw all those Vikings from his opponent. Sitting on about 200 minerals, 200 gas for HuK. His opponent is sitting on about 150 minerals and 700 gas, which is quite a bit. If we do look at the units tab, if I can find the right one. Yeah, units tab. Lots of Marauders for SJW. I guess that's why HuK did build the Void Ray, because Marauders cannot shoot air. But it does look like we have a huge attack coming here from SJW. These Hellions that have just been so annoying the whole game are going to try to kill more workers as these units for HuK do come in. Colossus getting focused down, but just does not look like HuK has the armor composition for that. He does use these sentries to make force fields, split these units up, but the Vikings do land in the backfield. Colossus went down. Looks like all HuK has left is a few sentries, an immortal, and a few stalkers. Lots of Marines healing these still Marauders, just able to make quick work of the gateway units, immortals, and Colossus of HuK. HuK says GG, leaves the game. Looks like we will be going to game 2. I'm not sure if there was a tournament or how these games are going to work out, but we will see what the map is in the next matchup. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.